Back, and the chair now recognizes Mr. Crane for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is for both of you. Were you here for the panel prior?
We were in another room, but we were able to watch some of it on the TV.
Okay. I'm going to start with you, Mr. K. I'll just say Mr. K. Is that all right? Or you go ahead and tell me how to pronounce it.
You can say Kahan Gama.
Kahan Gama. Okay. Do you trust the government to censor American speech?
Respectfully, Congressman, the Department of Homeland Security does not censor content.
Okay. Did you hear Mr. Schellenberger's evidence about how our government was using some of its institutions and organizations to censor the speech of Americans on social media? Were you here for that?
I saw the hearing, the first part, yes.
Okay. So are you arguing that that wasn't censorship?
I'm not familiar with what exactly you're referencing.
Okay. Well, he had emails going from our government to social media platforms flagging and requesting the removal of social media posts. Do you classify that as censorship?
So while I heard the testimony, Mr. Schellenberger, I haven't reviewed the specific documents that you are referencing, so I can't speak to the veracity of them.
Okay, well, let's just go general then. Do you think that it's censorship for the federal government to be reaching out to social media platforms and asking them to remove postings from American citizens?
Thank you, Congressman. I would reiterate that the Department of Homeland Security does not engage in content moderation conversations with social media companies.
Okay, that's not what I asked you. Okay, do you study history, Mr. K?
Generally.
Generally, okay. What about you, ma'am, Ms. Harrington? Generally?
Generally.
Okay. Typically, what types of governments censor their own people? Go ahead. Either of you.
Authoritative.
Yeah. Sir?
Yeah, I would agree.
Do totalitarian governments do that? Yes, no? It's not hard.
Broadly, yes.
Do communistic governments do that? Socialistic governments do that? Why do you think they do that? Why do they think that they try and control the speech of their own people? Ma'am, Ms. Harrington? Yes?
Yes, I think that's correct. Probably political control.
Yeah, absolutely. Mr. K?
Yeah, I would agree.
Do you think it's important that we try not to become like them?
I believe this government is not like them. I believe we are respectful of our constitutional rights. We ensure that all the work that we are doing is protected by our civil liberties and civil rights offices, and we do that with respect to all of our freedoms, including...
Well, thank you, but I would actually respectfully disagree with that point of view. As a matter of fact, if you were paying attention to some of the evidence produced in the last panel, you would know that. As somebody who's involved in law enforcement, that was evidence, sir. That's what any law enforcement officer would consider evidence. Those emails going from our government to social media platforms, flagging and requesting the removal of posts and speech from American citizens. So you can sit there and you can give me all the little canned answers you want, but when you actually open your mind and are willing to look at the evidence being presented, it's obvious. Now, this shouldn't be a partisan issue. We all know that on this panel. It shouldn't be a Democrat or Republican issue. It should be, are we willing to become like other totalitarian governments, communistic governments, socialistic governments that censor the speech of our own people? And I hope you two take this very seriously, because I'm sure that many of the people that have participated in some of these communistic, totalitarian governments in history felt like they were doing the right thing. And so I hope that you guys take this very seriously, and I hope you take our Constitution very seriously and free speech, because I'll tell you this, it is most important to protect free speech, not when you agree with people, but when you disagree with them. Thank you. I yield back.